basically the major difference is for 5A baseball is you end up dropping like things like demolition and then they shifted in a couple western fields, Lake Park, Audubon, Prairie View, and New York Mills. So instead of being like a like east to west kind of bracket, now they're kind of like a
Well, because I got like northwest,
northwest to southeast to south. So like, cause we've always been on the west side of things, and now we're in the east side.
well, it's crazy because that, as far as geographically, that's a
It is. Yeah.
it's always,
Yeah.
but
When you go from like having like east central still in Graham are still in our section, and then it goes all the way over to Lake Park and that's pretty much the whole width of the state from the top. So,
yeah, I didn't realize that or whatever. We were talking to the baseball coach.
yeah.
Yeah, and I said, well, they weren't real happy to get me on board baseball.
Prairie View is pretty tall.
Yeah, I said I saw that.
And then softball, 5A is structured differently. Like last
Oh, so those.
Check, check. And good afternoon and welcome to Pine River, where today on yourliveevent.com we are bringing you a regular season finale. It is high school softball in a Section 5A matchup right before the Section 5A tournament. It is Deer River in town today to take on the Pine River-Backus Tigers. I'm Devin Kruger, and we welcome you to our broadcast here on yourliveevent.com. And, of course, we welcome you to our Station 371 pregame show. Restock on food, fuel, and bait at locally owned Station 371 right on the highway in Pine River with your bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, and they're one of the only area fuel stations with off-road diesel. Station 371 in Pine River. Remember to get those fishing licenses, as we are definitely feeling like the summer season has started, as we have, well, actually right now, I'd have to say partly cloudy skies, the sun behind a cloud right now, which honestly I don't mind because it is a warm one. Temperatures in the low 80s. We do have a nice little breeze helping us out today, but all in told, it is a beautiful day for softball as the Pine River-Backus Tigers are taking on the Deer River Warriors. Here on the pregame show, we'll take you through a team comparison. We did get a chance to chat with Pine River-Backus head coach Ben Kinzer. We did not get a chance to do an interview with Derek Gogelai, head coach for Deer River. They rolled in a little bit behind schedule, so he had to get his team prepared, but he was kind enough to at least go through the lineup and everything with me as well. So get strapped in. We should be here for a fun one. We'll dig into our two teams when we come back. It's the Station 371 pregame show for Pine River-Backus softball today here on yourliveevent.com.
Fishing and hunting license, Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine. Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's radio coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like the PRB Activities page on Facebook for information on Booster Club events and fundraisers. The Booster Club could use your help with great events and fundraisers, all giving back to the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information, email prboosterclub1@gmail.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month, 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Booster Club and all its members.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools offers a variety of community education programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community. Making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family, prbschools.org.
And we welcome you back here on the Station 371 pregame show for softball today with Pine River-Backus and Deer River. Today's broadcast also brought to you by Plumbing Etc. in Pine River, Trustworthy Components in Pine River, Sherwood Florist and Garden Center in Pine River, Country Dock Veterinary Clinic in Pine River, and Tremolo Communications. Let's take a look at our two teams coming in to today's game. First, for the Deer River Warriors, they are 1-16 on the season, 0-3 in section play. Their lone win this season was on May 7th, where they edged Northwoods 14-13. They had started the year at 0-12, got that win. They've lost 4 straight coming into today, including a loss yesterday to Little Fork Big Falls, 17-12. Last year, the Warriors were 2-16. Coming into today's game, the Warriors are scoring 4.4 runs per contest, but the troubles have come on that defensive side, allowing 13.6 runs per contest. For the Pine River-Backus Tigers, 8-11 overall. They matched last year's win total where they were 8-13, so they have a chance to eclipse that today to wrap up the regular season. In section games, the Tigers are 4-7. The Tigers are on an upswing, though. They've won their last 3, including a pair of 15-6 victories yesterday. First, they took on Walker Hackensack Akeley up at Bemidji State and defeated the Wolves 15-6. Then in Cass Lake, they defeated Lake of the Woods 15-6. I was joking with Ben Kinzer and making sure that indeed both games had that same final score. He said, yep. He goes, I even gave the girls a hard time about it at the end of the game because he said, no, I'm going to have to field all the calls of whether we reported the scores wrong. But it was indeed 2 15-6 victories yesterday. The Tigers have won 3 in a row coming into today. The Tigers, 9.4 runs scored per contest. They're allowing 8.8. Again, they were 8-13 last year. They're 8-11 coming in. They're celebrating senior night. Coach Kinzer will talk about that in his pregame interview. Then we go into the history of these two teams, and you have to go back a ways. The last time that Pine River-Backus played Deer River in softball, the 2007 season, and it was on May 17th. So exactly 17 years ago today was the last time Deer River and Pine River-Backus played high school softball. Deer River won that matchup 5-3, and Deer River also won in 2006. So as far as the history goes of what I could dig up, Deer River 2-0 against Pine River-Backus. Again, this is the regular season finale for both teams. In fact, the seedings for the Section 5A tournament came out today. Both of these teams in the section. Deer River, they got the number 14 seed. They will go to number 3 seed Bertha Hewitt-Verndale on Monday. For Pine River-Backus, even though in the QRF they were below LaPorte, it was one of those tiebreaker margins where in the head-to-head the Tigers had won. They beat LaPorte 5-1 in the regular season, so the Tigers will get a home game to start the playoffs on Monday. They will be right here against LaPorte with the first pitch set for 4:30. We do not know yet if we'll have coverage of that one every softball bracket or every softball section that includes our area teams starts on Monday, and so we'll see where we have to send all the crews coming up to start the playoffs next week. That's the look at our team comparison here on the Station 371 pregame show. When we come back, our interview with head coach Ben Kinzer of the Pine River-Backus Tigers as we get set for softball today here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Tomorrow is happening right now. Today, more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. That's why Enbridge is advancing new technologies to reduce emissions, like carbon capture and hydrogen power. By putting in the work today, we're bridging to a cleaner energy future. Tomorrow is on. Enbridge. Life takes energy.
When you need an appliance repair and you have decided to do it yourself, keep it simple. Get those parts from Wide's Major Appliance. Don't rely on getting the right part on the internet. Wide stocks thousands of appliance parts at reasonable prices, and they will help you diagnose a problem so you get the right part. Or check out one of their completely reconditioned and warranted pre-owned appliances. For major appliances without the major price, plus parts and services, see Wide's across from Lakes Printing on Oak Street, Brainerd. Also ask about multiple purchase discounts.
Save on your groceries and gas each week just by shopping at your locally owned Pequot Lakes Super Value on Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Pequot Lakes Super Value offers simple and convenient curbside pickup. Order online at shop.pequotlakessupervalue.com. We shop for you and you simply pick them up at our front door. Save on gas too, earning 10 cents of savings on gas for every $100 spent on groceries. For quality service and freshness, shop Pequot Lakes Super Value. Good luck, area teams. There's way more than bowling at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria serves the best pizza in the Lakes area. Or feast on burgers, great appetizers, huge calzones, hoagies, and wings. They invite you to bring the whole family in for a great time. Open bowling offered 7 days a week. Ask about joining a league. Moonlight Bowling is every Saturday evening. Ask about group rates, birthday parties, and other specials at Community Bowl and Pizzeria. Downtown Pine River, 218-587-3100.
We are back on the Station 371 pregame show for softball today on YourLiveEvent.com. As joining us now is Ben Kinzer, head coach for the PRB Tigers. Last game of the regular season and a beautiful day at that. Coach, great to be here to see the Tigers wrap up the regular season.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun night. We got our senior night and paying homage to our 5 seniors here that are going to be graduating, obviously, after this season. And couldn't ask for a nicer day, 80 and sunny.
That's right. You've got a new opponent, especially for you and for this squad. When I did the history, the last time that Pine River-Backus and Deer River has played, it's been almost 20 years. So you're coming into the game on a 3-game win streak, including a pair of 15-6 wins yesterday. How do you feel, Ben, about the momentum building into this final game and, more importantly, into next week's playoffs?
Well, you know, we've kind of had an up and down year, and I think we kind of hit our bottom, and we're working our way up, and it's the best time that we can be playing. I feel like yesterday was probably the best ball we've played all year. We were making great plays in the field and plays where we hadn't been making them before, and we're seeing the ball, and we're hitting the ball, and the tracking the ball, and I've got, 9 girls that are hitting in the lineup. I don't really have any holes in the lineup, and I think we're hitting our stride at the right time, and I think we might have a chance to make a run. I know we've got some tough competition coming in the section tournament, but I think we've got just as good a chance as anybody.
When you look at the things that have gone well, especially on that defensive side, because I'm looking at the numbers coming in, you're scoring 9 runs a game, so offense hasn't been the issue, but you've been allowing 8. What have been the key factors to getting the defense a little bit solidified here at season's end?
Well, I think it's been partly defense and partly pitching, too. We were a little inconsistent at the beginning of the year with our pitching and giving up a lot of free passes. And when you're putting people on base with walks and errors on the defense, getting those free people on, and that kills you, especially if there's nobody out in the inning. And so we've really focused on getting the first out of the inning, and if we make one mistake, not letting that turn into 2, 3, 4 mistakes, and that's really helped our mentality.
speaking of pitching, you have Abby Gilbert getting the start in the circle. What does she bring? What has she been showing you in terms of the growth and what you need out of that position?
Honestly, strikes. She's the most consistent at hitting the zone, and she's able to kind of read what the hitters are chasing and trying to put the ball there, or she's been really good at seeing what the umpires will call, working it around the corners, and if they're calling a specific spot that's a tough spot for a hitter to get a bat on, she'll try there, and she's been doing really well. And her and I talked about percentages of balls to strikes, trying to be in that 70 to 80% range, and she's had, I think, 4 or 5 games now where she's been right in that sweet spot. So.
Again, I'd mentioned that this opponent is kind of a brand new opponent, so to speak, because it's been so long since you've faced the Warriors. It is a section opponent. What, if anything, Ben, do you know about what this Warriors team brings?
I know they're going to be a fairly solid team. Just talking with a couple of different coaches that have played them, they're prone, like every team is, to make a few mistakes here and there. And so if we can force some of those mistakes, that'll be good for us. Our biggest thing is we just gotta see the pitch and hit the ball. I feel like we can, like you said, score runs with the best of them, and if we can do that and limit some of our mistakes, I think we'll be all right.
When it comes to the momentum that you have built, and you're talking about playing as good a softball as you played all year, with a team like Deer River coming in with only 1 win, do you have kind of in your mind, Ben, that this needs to be one that the Tigers come out on top with to keep that rolling into next week?
Yeah, and we talked about that a little bit. Well, actually, starting last year, I felt like we had a little complacency when we got to our playoff game because we had beat the board in the regular season by 15, and I knew they were a good team, a solid team, which they are again this year. It's going to be a tough challenge for us on Monday, and so we can't just be lazy, and we can have fun, but we got to do the work, and get the score where we need to, and get the runs, and then we can see where the game progresses from there.
All right, Coach. Well, of course, awesome to be here for the regular season finale. Good luck, and we'll chat with you after the game, Coach.
Yeah, thanks. And I just want to give a quick shout out to my seniors, Tori, Julia, Ashley, Maddie, and Nevaeh. They've been a rock for this program from before when I started, and they've been fantastic this year, and I wish them all the best. So.
Absolutely, Coach. That's Ben Kinzer, head coach for the PRB Tigers. As we break, more pregame right after this on yourliveevent.com.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 41 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all their surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Station 371 in Pine River is your locally owned stop to restock on food, fuel, and baits. Right on Highway 371, Station 371 is stocked with bait, tackle, and snacks for your fishing or hunting excursions, quality Cenex gasoline, and off-road diesel, plus premium for boats, small engines, and classic cars. Keeping your car shining bright with their car wash. Don't forget your fishing and hunting license. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business. Hanakin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's radio coverage. Hanakin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hanakin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hanakin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HanakinInsurance.com. Let Hanakin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
And we are back on the Station 371 pregame show. They just did a little presentation and gave some gifts to the 5 seniors. Of course, final regular season game overall and at home for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. So they just did a nice little salute to Julia Shulgren, Nevaeh Middendorf, Maddie Knapp, Tori Corian, and Ashley Shamp, the 5 seniors on this club. With that, let's give you the batting order now for today's softball matchup on yourliveevent.com. Devin Kruger here with you today. Let's start with the Deer River Warriors. 1-16 overall, 0-3 in Section 5A matchups. Deer River getting into Section 5A. Derek Gogelai is in his 16th year as head coach. Here is your lineup for the Warriors. Leading off at third base will be sophomore Sarah Stangler. Batting second behind the plate is senior Coco Bowstring. Batting third, senior shortstop Shauna Michaud. Batting fourth, a sophomore Kira Miller. She'll be at second base. Hitting fifth for the Warriors in left field, junior Brooklyn Latvala. Batting sixth, an 8th grade center fielder Emma Carlson. Batting seventh at first base, sophomore Gabby Isaacs. Batting eighth in right field, sophomore Gracie Foy. Batting ninth is the sophomore designated player Avea Wilkie, and in the flex spot for Deer River is their pitcher, sophomore Kara Benham. Are you kidding me? They did not call for rain. They called sunny skies, and now it's raining a little bit. This better not last long, or I'm going to need somebody to run and get an umbrella for me. So again, for Deer River, it's Stangler, Bowstring, Michaud, Miller, Latvala, Carlson, Isaacs, Foy, and Wilkie. Now for the Pine River-Backus Tigers, 8-11 overall, 4-7 in the Section 5A realm for head coach Ben Kinzer in his second year. Leading off, the 8th grade designated player Leah Eveland. Batting second, senior right fielder Julia Sjogren. Batting third in center field, senior Nevaeh Middendorf. Batting cleanup is sophomore third baseman Ariana Burns. Batting fifth behind the plate, junior Caitlin Riley. Batting sixth, senior first baseman Maddie Knapp. Batting seventh, senior left fielder Tori Coring. Batting ninth at second base, senior Ashley Shamp. Batting ninth, sophomore shortstop Sawyer Tulinchek. And the flex player for the Tigers is also there. Pitcher starting in the circle, junior Abby Gilbert. For Pine River-Backus, Eveland, Sjogren, Middendorf, Ariana Burns, Riley, Knapp, Coring, Shamp, and Tulinchek with the flex Gilbert. We do have all 5 seniors in the starting lineup, so with that, we will expect perhaps a sub or two along the way. But that is our Station 371 pregame show as they're announcing the seniors, and they're heading out with either a parent or one of their favorites, somebody, as they're again doing a little special honor for the seniors, which of course is always interesting to me because it's always very emotional. And but they're getting ready to play softball. We are as well. We'll wrap up the Station 371 at pregame show and get our first pitch right after this. It's Deer River and Pine River-Backus here on yourliveevent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like the PRB Activities page on Facebook for information on Booster Club events and fundraisers. The Booster Club could use your help with great events and fundraisers, all giving back to the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information, email prboosterclub1@gmail.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month, 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Booster Club and all its members.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools offers a variety of community education programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community. Making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family, prbschools.org.
Tomorrow is happening right now. Today, more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. That's why Enbridge is advancing new technologies to reduce emissions, like carbon capture and hydrogen power. By putting in the work today, we're bridging to a cleaner energy future. Tomorrow is on. Enbridge. Life takes energy.
When you need an appliance repair and you have decided to do it yourself, keep it simple. Get those parts from Wide's Major Appliance. Don't rely on getting the right part on the internet. Wide stocks thousands of appliance parts at reasonable prices, and they will help you diagnose a problem so you get the right part. Or check out one of their completely reconditioned and warranted pre-owned appliances. For major appliances without the major price, plus parts and services, see Wide's across from Lakes Printing on Oak Street, Brainerd. Also ask about multiple purchase discounts.
And welcome back here as we wrap up our Station 371 pregame show. We'd like to thank Station 371 for helping us sponsor our pregame show for Pine River-Backus sports all season long with our radio coverage and on yourliveevent.com. Coverage today also brought to you by Backus Locker, Pine River Napa, Laco Heating and Air in Pine River, Dable Mill in Pine River, and Watt Computer Solutions in Jenkins. Abby Gilbert in the circle getting the start for Pine River-Backus, 5-5 on the year with 65 innings pitched, an ERA of 6.46. She's allowed 86 runs, 60 earned on 100 hits. She has struck out 58 and walked 47. Hey, look at that. Someone was nice enough to grab an umbrella just in case we had just one really quick stray shower surprise us, so to speak. And so if we have that pop again, I'm at least have an umbrella to get some of the equipment in my book covered because, hey, forecast had no mention of rain until like later tonight, so of course I didn't prepare for it. And you know what? Once in a while, you get caught a little bit. So Gilbert tossing to Caitlin Riley behind the plate. Got Maddie Knapp at first, Ashley Shamp at second, Ariana Burns at third, Sawyer Tulenchik at short. The outfielders for the PRB Tigers, Tori Coring, Nevaeh Middendorf, and Julia Sjogren left to right, all seniors. Leading off for the Deer River Warriors is sophomore third baseman Sarah Stangler as we are underway here in Pine River for the regular season finale of high school softball. And the first pitch is swung on and missed, strike one, as Gilbert gets in front. Coach Kinzer said that Gilbert's done a nice job of getting more consistent with strikes. The 0-1 to the leadoff batter, and that one curves inside, 1-1 to Stangler. Sophomore Sarah Stangler and then a pair of seniors, Coco Bostring and Shauna Mashad, due up for Deer River. Bostring and Mashad, the only two seniors on the Deer River Club. Here's the 1-1, and this one rises high. It's 2-1 now. One nice thing I will say is if this quick shower can squeeze by, it looks like we've got sunshine coming, and it should dry things off pretty quick. Warm, breezy day here in Pine River. Now the 2-1 dips low and inside, and Stangler gets in front 3-1. Pair of wins yesterday as the Tigers a very busy end of the regular season. And now here's a bouncer and roller. This one's going to get just between Tulenchik and Shamp, just to the third base side of second, into center field, and it's a leadoff single for Stangler. Runner aboard for sophomore catcher Coco Bostring. Deer River tries to bunt, and it's off the bottom of the bat behind the plate. Strike one to Bostring. Deer River softball program hasn't had much for wins over the last few years, but just a couple of seniors, and certainly Coach Gogolai hoping that things can turn around. A win here today certainly would give a boost, especially the young players, as there's a swing and a miss. Bostring swings right through the next offering from Gilbert. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Stangler aboard first. So far, she's been staying put. Nice little crowd here for senior day, and now a changeup and a called strike 3. Bostring watched one go right across the knees. Abby Gilbert gets her first strikeout. And there's one down as here's a pitch. Here's a swing, a little pop-up, foul territory. It'll land. Caitlin Riley and Maddie Knapp both took off, but that was nowhere near catchable. So it's simply a strike for Shauna Mashad, senior shortstop, and there is a called strike 2. And once again, Gilbert gets in front, no balls, 2 strikes. With a runner at first and one out here in the top of the first, we're just underway. No score. Here's the 0-2, and that one off the handle, and Maddie Knapp running in, makes the catch, quickly turns around, but Stangler recognized that one quickly and was standing back on the bag. 2 away after the leadoff single. That brings up the cleanup hitter, sophomore Kira Miller. So no score and 2 down now. Here's the first one from Gilbert, and here's another little nudger, and that one again right over to Maddie Knapp at first base. And Maddie Knapp busy early on as she makes the squeeze, and after the leadoff single by Stangler, 3 straight retired for the Deer River Warriors. No runs on a hit, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the first. This is high school softball on your liveevent.com.
Save on your groceries and gas each week just by shopping at your locally owned Pequot Lake Super Value on Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Pequot Lake Super Value offers simple and convenient curbside pickup. Order online at shop.pequotlakesupervalue.com. We shop for you and you simply pick them up at our front door. Save on gas too, earning 10 cents of savings on gas for every $100 spent on groceries. For quality service and freshness, shop Pequot Lake Super Value. Good luck, area teams. There's way more than bowling at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria serves the best pizza in the Lakes area. Or feast on burgers, great appetizers, huge calzones, hoagies, and wings. They invite you to bring the whole family in for a great time. Open bowling offered 7 days a week. Ask about joining a league. Moonlight Bowling is every Saturday evening. Ask about group rates, birthday parties, and other specials at Community Bowl and Pizzeria, downtown Pine River, 218-587-3100.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 41 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all their surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at shruppexcavating.com.
And welcome back. Devin Kruger here with you as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Softball here, Section 5A matchup to wrap up the regular season. No score as the Tigers come to the plate. Leah Eveland, designated player, will lead things off with Benham. Kara Benham, sophomore pitcher, low for ball 1. It is 80 degrees out. Now, granted, we did just have clouds and a light shower, but Benham's wearing a sweatshirt. To my surprise, now she floats one in for a strike. 1-1 to the leadoff batter for Pine River. So it's Eveland, then Julia Sjogren and Nevaeh Middendorf. Eveland hitting .455 on the year. 1 ball and 1 strike. Benham winds and fires, and here's a swing and a pop fly right side. Backpedaling is Miller, and she cannot make the catch. That will be an error on the second baseman, Miller, as Foy was coming in from right field. And the leadoff batter aboard for Pine River-Backus in Leah Eveland. Now here's Julia Sjogren, senior right fielder, .286 hitter. Second on the team with 13 walks. She has 8 driven in and 12 runs scored. See if Coach Kinzer wants to play a little small ball to start things off here today. Eveland has, again, 8 stolen bags. Here's the pitch. Here's the square up. It's down on the plate, and Eveland will steal second with ease. Count goes to 1-0 on Julia Sjogren. Benham, a sophomore, throwing to senior catcher Bowstring. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's one, and a swing and a miss. 1-1 to Sjogren. 3 sophomore infielders for Deer River. Isaacs at first, Miller at second, Stangler at third, and then the senior Mashad at short. Now here's one, and again off the plate. This time Bowstring catches it on the hop, keeping Eveland at second. The outfielders for the Warriors, Lotfala the junior in left, Carlson the 8th grader in center, and Foy the sophomore in right. The 2-1, and that one rolled in as that one gets away from Benham. It's 3 balls and a strike to Julia Sjogren. Tigers put up 15 in their 2 wins yesterday. Here's the pitch. And that one is just upstairs as Benham got it up, but a little too far up. And now first and second for the Tigers, trying to get something rolling early here in this regular season finale. Here's Nevaeh Middendorf. 482 hitter with 13 runs batted in. And the first one way upstairs, and a nice job by Bowstring to take the leap and pull that one down. It's 1-0. Middendorf 4 doubles, 13 driven in on the year. Evelyn at second, Sjogren at first. Now the pitch here as they swing and a pop ball out of play. Look out, fans. Everybody giving warning. The JV field right next door here, so every now and then you're going to have to warn your fellow fans that a ball is heading your direction. Boy, a nice crowd on hand here today on a nice warm day. 1 ball and 1 strike to Middendorf. Here it comes from Benham. That one bounces in. Again, Bowstring will scoop it up. 2-1 now. Both teams know their opponent now for Monday. We'll get you those matchups for Monday in 5A softball. Here's a swing and a bouncer right side. That's through for a base hit. Foy will come in rounding third. The throw cut off at second. The throw will go back into the circle. And Pine River-Backus takes an early lead on an RBI single by Middendorf. Her 14th run driven into the year. Scoring from second is Eveland. Sjogren advances to third. And it's 1-0 Tigers as stepping in is Ariana Burns, sophomore. 19 RBIs on the year with 6 doubles, a 466 hitter. Deer River brings the corners in. The first one off the dirt. There's a fake throw to first. The throw down to third is high. Defensive indifference for Middendorf, and then Sjogren will come in on the error. Middendorf will advance all the way to third on the error by the catcher. That's the second error of the inning. Pine River-Backus now up 2-0. The count is 1-0 on Burns. And the pitch, that one just a bit up. 2 balls, no strikes to the sophomore third baseman and cleanup hitter Burns. With Middendorf now at third, nobody out. Bottom 1. Caitlin Riley due up next. Benham winds and fires, and here's a swing and a liner. That's through to left for a base hit. And an RBI, number 20 of the year for Ariana Burns as Middendorf trots home for her 22nd run scored. The first 4 have reached safely. It's quickly 3-0 with the crooked number on the board for the PRB Tigers. Here's Caitlin Riley, junior catcher, hitting .444 with a home run and a team-high 22 RBIs. First pitch and a swing and a foul. 0-1 to Riley. Riley's got 4 triples, 5 doubles. 10 extra base hits for Riley this year. She's down the count 0-1 to Benham. Here it comes, and there's a swing and a fly to right. Foy, a few steps to her left, reaches up, makes the grab, and Riley is the opening out in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up senior Maddie Knapp, 364 hitter with 11 RBIs. At first is Ariana Burns, 3-0 Pine River-Backus. 1 out, bottom 1. Benham checks in with the senior bowstring. First one on the floor, and this one to second. It hops, and sliding in ahead of the tag is Burns. Stolen base for Burns. She took off on that, so even though it was in the dirt, she gets credit for the stolen bag. 1 ball, no strikes to Maddie Knapp. I've already smacked a couple of mosquitoes today. That's one bummer to the heat cranking up. Now another one. That one in the dirt, and that one's going to get away from bowstring. That will be a wild pitch, and Burns is on to third. Tori Coring due up next for the Tigers. 2 balls, no strikes to the senior Knapp. Benham with the rock and fire, and here's a swing and a bouncer, third base side foul. It'll be 2-1. Stangler with the clean scoop up along third. Didn't get a chance really to talk much with Coach Goggle. I wanted to ask him about his sophomore pitcher and see if it's been runs, errors, a combination. Again, Deer River allowing over 13 runs a game coming in as the 2-1 hits the dirt. Bowstring shoots one down to third, but back with the dive is Burns. 3 balls and a strike to Maddie Knapp. Benham with a couple of spins of the ball. Here it comes, and here's a swing and a bouncer towards short. It's scooped up. The throw to first in plenty of time, but Knapp will get the RBI, her 12th of the year on the 6-3 ground out as a stolen bag and the wild pitch helped Burns to come in to score. It's 4-0 Tigers. 2 down now here in the bottom of the first. Nobody on board for senior left fielder Tori Coring. 290 hitter with 7 driven in. Left-handed stick at the plate. One of the 5 seniors honored today. Here's the first pitch, and that one bounces in 1-0. We've seen some of that inconsistency from the sophomore Kara Benham. She's had a few pitches that have hit the dirt just over halfway to the plate, but doesn't have much for velocity, but she does get the strike zone. Here's a roller from Coring to second. Easy scoop from Miller and the underhand shovel to Isaacs. And 3 straight are retired by the Deer River defense, but PRB strikes in the bottom of the first. They get 4 runs. They did it on 2 hits. There were 2 errors. And there was nobody left on. We are through 1 here in Pine River. And our score is 4-0 Tigers on YourLiveEvent.com.
Station 371 in Pine River is your locally owned stop to restock on food, fuel, and baits. Right on Highway 371, Station 371 is stocked with bait, tackle, and snacks for your fishing or hunting excursions, quality Cenex gasoline, and off-road diesel, plus premium for boats, small engines, and classic cars. Keeping your car shining bright with their car wash. Don't forget your fishing and hunting license. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like the PRB Activities page on Facebook for information on Booster Club events and fundraisers. The Booster Club could use your help with great events and fundraisers, all giving back to the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information, email prboosterclub, 1, @gmail.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month, 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Booster Club and all its members.
We are back here as we go to the top of the second inning. Pine River-Backus staking Gilbert to a 4-0 lead. And here's the first pitch swung on and missed by junior left fielder Brooklyn Latvala. 0-1 to start the Deer River second. Latvala, Carlson, and Isaacs due up. 4 runs, 3 earned on a pair of hits. Here's the pitch from Gilbert. Swung on and fouled straight back. 1-2. Again, Abby 5-5 on the year, 6.46 ERA, but staked to a 4-0 lead. She can concentrate even more on just getting it over the strike zone. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And 1 down to start the second. Here comes 8th grade center fielder Emma Carlson. Base is empty, and the pitch from Gilbert. Swing and a foul tip. Strike 1 into the glove of Caitlin Riley. Slight breeze blowing straight in from center field today. Gilbert working pretty quick. Here's the pitch, and that's another foul tip into the glove of Riley. 0-2. So Carlson's got a little piece of the first 2, but now needs to square one up. Gilbert kind of spins the ball in her jersey, does a little shake of it with her right hand, and then fires it in. That one in tight. Carlson had to spin away. It's 1-2. See a lot of, every pitcher's got their own routine. Kind of cool. Gilbert just kind of underhands the ball, sticks it up from her side, and gives it a couple little shakes before putting it back in her glove and starting her windup. That's a new one. The 1-2 just misses outside. 2-2 to Carlson here in the top of the second. Riley ready with the target. Here it comes, and a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. 2 up, 2 down to start inning number 2 for sophomore first baseman Gabby Isaacs. Isaacs, a couple of practice swings before she steps in. Nobody on. Pine River-Backus up 4-0 to start. Gilbert ready. And the first pitch swung on and fouled up. Look out, folks. Everybody takes that deep breath and holds it in a little bit when that ball goes flying over the fence that general direction. No balls and a strike to Isaacs. Here it comes, and here's a swing and a roller. This one scooped up by Tulinchek at short. The throw is a little bit low and too low. Knapp cannot, as she tried to stretch, she could not trap that one. And Deer River gets a 2-out base runner on the first PRB error today. Isaacs is aboard for the sophomore right fielder, Gracie Foy. Foy made a nice little grab in the bottom of the first. Backpedaling a little bit, stretched as high as she could to snag it. Now the first pitch fouled off the plate. Strike one. Caitlin Riley, that one bounced off the plate. She got it in her glove, and boy, she was ready to fire it down to first. She has very good awareness at the plate. Here comes the pitch from Gilbert, and that is a check swing. She offered. They're going to say she offered, and it's going to be strike 2. Just couldn't hold up on that one down below the knees. With Isaac first, 0-2 to Foy. Gilbert ready. Here it comes, and this one a little upstairs. Nice little rise ball, and Foy did a good job not to chase it. We've seen Deer River previous batters going after that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes now with 2 down. Gilbert looks, here it is, and that one a called strike 3. And Abby Gilbert strikes out the side here in the top of the second inning. No runs, 1 Pine River-Backus error, and a runner left on base. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 2, and it stays 4-0 Pine River-Backus here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools offers a variety of community education programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. prbschools.org.
Tomorrow is happening right now. Today, more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. That's why Enbridge is advancing new technologies to reduce emissions, like carbon capture and hydrogen power. By putting in the work today, we're bridging to a cleaner energy future. Tomorrow is on. Enbridge. Life takes energy.
We go to the home half of the second inning, a 4 spot in the first for Pine River-Backus as they lead Deer River. 4-0. Pine River-Backus looking to enter the playoffs on a 4-game win streak. A win today would help them surpass last year's win total. 8-9-1 due up. Ashley Shamp, Sawyer Tulinchek, and then we'll have a pinch hitter or a replacement at the top of the order. Kaylee Johnson will come in for Leah Eveland, who reached on an error and scored in the first inning. The first pitch from Benham is a called strike to Ashley Shamp, 0-1. Shamp, the senior at second base, .263 hitter with a home run and 10 driven in. After the first 4 reached base for the Tigers in the bottom of the first, all of them came around to score, but Benham did retire 3 in a row to end the inning. Here's the pitch, and this one sails high, 1-1 to Shamp. And Kara Benham still sporting the sweatshirt. I sit here in awe on an 80-degree day. Can't imagine what the winters are like for that poor girl. Here's the 1-1, and this one just a bit outside. 2-1. And not the Harry Doyle from Major League, just a bit outside. 2 balls and a strike to Champ, leading off the bottom of the second. Here it comes, and here's a swing and a miss. That pitch was down at the bottom of the zone. Champ a little in front of it, 2-2. Benham definitely takes a little bit more time. Looks in, gives the ball a couple twists. Here's a swing and a roller left side through the hole, and that's into left field for a base hit. Ashley Champ leads the second off with a single for the PRB Tigers. That brings up sophomore shortstop Sawyer Tulinchek. 274 hitter, 14 runs batted in. Corners for Deer River. Playing an extra step inside the bag. First pitch up and away. And now here's a throw back to first as Champ was tempting Bowstring, and she took the bait to throw it back, but it was on target as Champ gets back. 1 ball, no strikes to Tulinchek. Here comes Benham's 1-0, and here's a swing and a roller towards short, and this one a little bit of a bobble, and there will be no play. Champ will go to second. We'll have to credit the shortstop with an error. That one was right to the glove, and it took a touch of a hop, but not one where Mashad shouldn't have been able to grab that one. And so Mashad with the bobble, and since you can't assume the out at second, the error allows Tulinchek to reach. And now we go to the top of the order where Kaylee Johnson will bat for Leah Eveland. Eveland reached on an error and scored in the first. Johnson comes in a .328 hitter with 11 runs batted in, a team high 15 walks, team high 23 runs. Runners at first and second, nobody out in the first pitch is a called strike on the inside edge, 0-1 to Johnson. 4-0 PRB leads bottom of the second. Nobody out. First 2 aboard again to start the second inning. Now one in the dirt. Nicely scooped up that time by Bowstring. 1-1 to Johnson. Benham looks in with that spin of the ball. Here's the windup and the pitch, and that one just a bit high. 2 balls and a strike to Johnson. Champ let off with a single. Tulinchek aboard with an error. The Tigers looking to get an early advantage. Here's the 2-1 and a swing and a liner. That one over to short. They throw it to third in time. That one picked up cleanly by Mashad. Johnson will be on board with the fielder's choice. Champ retired 6-5 in the book. Tulinchek to second. 1 away now. 4-0 Tigers, bottom 2. And stepping in, Julia Sjogren, who walked and scored last inning. Benham, the rock and fire. Here's a swing. Another roller third base. That's underneath the glove of the third baseman Stangler, and everybody's up a base. Bases will be loaded as that'll be a base hit for Sjogren. Hit that one to the left side, and Stangler with a quick lunge, but it was underneath the glove. So Tulinchek now at third as she stopped there. Johnson at second. Bases loaded for the senior Nevaeh Middendorf. An RBI single and a run, and now the first one in the dirt. Takes a high hop on Bowstring, and trotting home will be Tulinchek on the wild pitch. Now Johnson to third and Sjogren to second. And still plenty that Middendorf can do if she gets one she likes. It's 1-0. Here comes the Benham offering, and that one down. That one hit the plate. That one's off a Bowstring, and Johnson will come in to score. Up to third is Sjogren as the count is 2-0, and that's the third wild pitch charged to starter Kara Benham for the Deer River Warriors. Now runner at third, nobody out, one out. 6-0 Tigers, and now a third one in the row that it's in the dirt. Bowstring this time was able to scoop it. 3-0 to Middendorf with Ariana Burns up next. Benham, a couple of little soft tosses into her glove. And now here's a strike and a swing and a little roller. It's going to be the throw to first in time from the pitcher, Benham. Did a nice job. That one was right off the bottom of the bat of Middendorf. She got the green light on 3-0, but just chopped it off the plate. She'll get the RBI. There's 2 outs as Sjogren scores for the second time today. So even though Middendorf goes to 1 for 2, she now has 2 runs batted in already. Bottom of the second and an early big lead for the 8-1 PRB Tigers. Here's Ariana Burns. Base is empty, 2 outs, and the first pitch, a swing, a liner, caught! Snagged by Michaud as that one was bolted off the bat of Ariana Burns, and the inning is over. Michaud making the snow cone, look what I found grab at short to end the inning. Pine River-Backus adds a pair here in the bottom of the second. 2 runs, 2 hits. There was 1 error, and there was nobody left on base. It's 7-0. Make that 3 runs. Sorry about that. 3 runs on 2 hits with nobody left aboard, and Pine River-Backus extends the lead after 2. It is 7-0 Pine River-Backus. This is high school softball on your liveevent.com.
When you need an appliance repair and you have decided to do it yourself, keep it simple. Get those parts from Wide's Major Appliance. Don't rely on getting the right part on the internet. Wide stocks thousands of appliance parts at reasonable prices, and they will help you diagnose a problem so you get the right part. Or check out one of their completely reconditioned and warranted pre-owned appliances. For major appliances without the major price, plus parts and services, see Wide's across from Lakes Printing on Oak Street, Brainerd. Also ask about multiple purchase discounts.
Save on your groceries and gas each week just by shopping at your locally owned Pequot Lakes Super Value on Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Pequot Lakes Super Value offers simple and convenient curbside pickup. Order online at shop.pequotlakessupervalue.com. We shop for you and you simply pick them up at our front door. Save on gas too, earning 10 cents of savings on gas for every $100 spent on groceries. For quality service and freshness, shop Pequot Lakes Super Value. Good luck, area teams.
We are back as number 9 batter Avea Wilkie leads off for Deer River in the top of the third. 9-1-2, Wilkie, Stangler, bowstring. Pine River back is up 7-0. It's ball 1 to Wilkie as the first one from Gilbert too high. The second one was high, but she offers at it. And it's 1-1. 4 in the first, 3 in the third for the PRB Tigers. And the pitch from Abby Gilbert, swinging a little lofter left side and snared by Tulicek at short. Tulicek had to leave the ground and didn't have to really jump too high, but she had to time that one right, and she makes a nice little grab there. 1 down here in the top of the third for the top of the order, Sarah Stangler. And the first pitch high and outside from Gilbert, 1-0. Stangler led off the game with a slow rolling single that went right through the middle of the field just to the third base side of the second base bag. Nobody on and 1 out here in the third. Here's Gilbert's 1-0, and here's a swing and a pop-up foul out of play, 1-1. There was a lot of ooze, and I don't know if that was had to be close to a person, maybe a youngin' out there. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sarah Stangler. 7-0 Tigers. We're in the top of the third. Gilbert, the rock and fire, and that one low and inside. 2-1. Mille Lacs beat McGregor 15-0 today. And those two will meet again for the playoffs starting Monday. Here comes the 2-1 from Gilbert. Here's a swing and a foul tip. Just getting a piece of that with Stangler. Black Duck got the top seed. Keller Northholm the 2 seed. They will have a first round bye and start their tournament Tuesday. Deer River, the 14, will be at number 3 seed. Bertha Hewitt Verndale. Cass Lake Bena will be at Sabika. Here's a swing and a roller to Burns at third. The scoop. The throw is way too high for a nap. And then stopping at first was Stangler, as Pine River-Backus, their backups, did a nice job hustling. Sjogren hustling over there to back that play up. So with 1 out, Stangler is aboard on the second error by PRB. Good clean scoop by Burns, but just too much on the throw. So run at first for Coco Bowstring. And the first one is high and outside from Abby Gilbert, 1-0. The McGregor Mille Lacs matchup is the 5-12. Mille Lacs at home. Hill City Northland got the 6. They'll host East Central. Nevis the 7 hosts Walker Hackensack Akeley. As the 1-0 from Gilbert drops low and inside. It's 2-0 now to the senior catcher Bowstring. And then again, Pine River-Backus, thanks to the head-to-head win, they got the 8th seed ahead of 9th-seeded LaPorte. So they will play here in Pine River Monday for the 4:30 start. There's a swing and a pop-up left side. And Tulinchek makes the call and down back towards the grass makes the catch. 1 down, make that 2 down here in the top of the third. And here's senior shortstop Shauna Mashad. She popped up to Knapp at first her first time. She's 0 for 1. 2 outs here in the top of the third. 7-0 Tigers in the lead. Here's the pitch, and that one is a called strike on the outside. Black, 0-1 to Mashad. Aboard first, Sarah Stangler, due to a PRB defensive error. Gilbert with that little shake of the ball, the 0-1, swung and a little pop-up right towards the second base bag, and Ashley Schamp in front of the bag makes the call and makes the catch. So even though the Tigers D and Gilbert don't have a 1-2-3 inning, she's only faced 4 batters through the first 3. In the top of the third, no runs, no hits, a PRB error, and a runner left on base. We'll go to the home half of inning number 3 in this regular season finale. It's 7-0 Pine River-Backus here on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's way more than bowling at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria serves the best pizza in the Lakes area. Or feast on burgers, great appetizers, huge calzones, hoagies, and wings. They invite you to bring the whole family in for a great time. Open bowling offered 7 days a week. Ask about joining a league. Moonlight Bowling is every Saturday evening. Ask about group rates, birthday parties, and other specials at Community Bowl and Pizzeria, downtown Pine River, 218-587-3100.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 41 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all their surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at ShruppExcavating.com.
Devin Kruger welcoming you back here on YourLiveEvent.com as we go to the bottom of inning number 3. Pine River-Backus with a 7-0 advantage. So far, just 1 hit for Deer River. And we go to the bottom of the third inning. We've got 5, 6, 7 coming up for Pine River-Backus. Caitlin Riley, Maddie Knapp, Tori Coring. Riley with a fly out to right. Her first time up. She's 0 for 1. Here is the first pitch and a swing and a miss as Kara Benham has taken the sweatshirt off for the bottom of the third inning. It's 0-1 to Riley. Benham with the wind and pitch, and this one fouled straight back. And Benham gets in front. No balls, 2 strikes, 2. Riley leading off. The third for the Tigers of PRB. The target from Bowstring. Here comes the 0-2. That one upstairs. 1-2 to the junior catcher for the Tigers. PRB baseball on the road at Lake Park Audubon today. I think I heard somebody say they're down 2-0 in the third. Here's the pitch, and here's a swing and a soft little pop up to the right side, and making the call and grab is Miller at second. 1 down here in the bottom of the third. Coverage here today on YourLiveEvent.com, also brought to you in part by Tremolo Communications, Country Dock Veterinary Clinic of Pine River, Sherwood Florist and Garden Center in Pine River, Trustworthy Components in Pine River, and Plumbing, etc. in Pine River. 7-0 Tigers in front of Deer River as Maddie Knapp steps in, takes the ball high, 1-0. Knapp and RBI ground out her first time up. Here's the next one from Benham, and that one bounces in. And it's quickly 2-0 to the senior first baseman. Celebrating senior day here at Pine River-Backus, and now the 2-0 misses outside by a few hairs, 3-0. And Benham will have to try to battle back. So far, 1 walk, no strikeouts, and now that one off the plate, and that's a 4-pitch walk to Maddie Knapp. She's aboard first. So now 2 walks issued by Benham. And she's had quite a few pitches that have been low, that they've hit the dirt before the plate, but she's been able to at least get back on and get a strike or two. Now Tori Corian will come in. She ended the first by rolling out to second base at Miller. And the first pitch is down off the plate. Knapp took off for second, and she is in with the stolen base. Ball 1 to Corian. The Tigers sensing that they can take some extra bases, and they're doing just that. Corian up 1 ball, no strikes. 7-0 Pine River-Backus here in the bottom of the third. Here it comes from Benham, and that one well above the zone. 2-0 to Corian. Corian just staying there in the box with the bat ready. The sophomore right-hander Benham spinning that ball against her jersey. Now she's got the one she wants from Bowstring, and here's a swing and a soft little flare. That one over Benham, picked up by Miller at second, but no chance to throw out Corian. That'll be an infield base hit, and it's runners at the corners. Knapp over to third. 5th hit now for Pine River-Backus, and here comes Ashley Shamp, who led off the second with a single and then was forced off a third. First and third for the Tigers. 1 out in the bottom of the third. PRB with a 7-0 advantage. Don't forget, following the game, stick around for those post-game awards and recap. Here's a called strike, and the throw down to second. Boy, Corian wasn't expecting the throw to come all the way through, and she just got ahead of the tag. In fact, Miller, looking at the ump, thinking she caught her. It looked to, I've a ways away, but it looked like Corian was just ahead of that tag. It's strike 1 to Shamp, second and third. And now one in the dirt. Here's a quick throw back to third. Boy, Bowstring did a nice job just sending that one over basically from a knee. Knapp does get back safe. 1 ball, 1 strike to Shamp with Knapp at third and Corian now at second. Here comes the 1-1, and there's a swing and a foul back towards the PRB dugout. 1-2 now to the senior second baseman, Shamp. Tigers with a couple of crooked numbers so far, and they've got ducks on the pond here in the third. Here's the pitch. Here's one. And that one right back up the middle, base hit. Shamp is 2 for 2. Getting waved around third is Corian. The throw to the plate is not going to be in time. And now Shamp heads to second, and now she's going to head to third as the throw to the plate got away from the catcher Bowstring. Coach Kinzer never hesitated, so it'll be a 2-run single. Shamp picks up a couple of RBIs as Knapp and Corian score. Shamp went to second on the throw to the plate and then went to third on the errant throw on the relay. So she's at third with 1 out, and the first pitch is rolled to short, and that's going to be an RBI groundout for Tulinchek. She's out on the 6-3, but Shamp will come in to score. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the third. We go to the top of the order. It is 10-0 as Pine River-Backus. And the first pitch to Kaylee Johnson swung and popped up, and an easy play at third for Stangler to end the inning. But Pine River-Backus has been putting up those crooked numbers in the bottom of the third. 3 runs on 2 more hits. There was a 1 error. 1 of the runs is unearned, and nobody left on base. We are through 3 here in Pine River, and our new score is Pine River-Backus 10 and Deer River nothing. We're back with the fourth after this. This is high school softball on your liveevent.com.
Station 371 in Station 371 in Pine River is your locally owned stop to restock on food, fuel, and baits. Right on Highway 371, Station 371 is stocked with bait, tackle, and snacks for your fishing or hunting excursions, quality Cenex gasoline, and off-road diesel, plus premium for boats, small engines, and classic cars. Keeping your car shining bright with their car wash. Don't forget your fishing and hunting license. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
We head to the fourth. Devin Kruger here with you here on yourliveevent.com as Abby Gilbert back to work for the PRB Tigers in the circle, and the first pitch is well above the zone to Kira Miller leading off for Deer River. No runs on a hit, 3 left on for the Deer River Warriors. Came into today 1-16. Pine River-Backus 10 runs on 6 hits. Nobody left on base. And now the 1-0 also well upstairs. Kara Benham with 58 pitches through 3 innings for Deer River. Only 39 pitches for Gilbert through 3 innings. Behind the count now 2-0 to the sophomore second baseman Miller. Now one in the strike zone popped up and towards that JV field. 2-1 now to Miller, who hit a little flare to Knapp over at first her first time up. Went opposite field there again. Oh, Ashley Schamp and Nevaeh Middendorf, 2 of those 5 seniors that were honored before the game. They both have a pair of RBIs. And now here's a swing and a pop back out of play. And the count squares up now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Miller, leading off things for Deer River here in the fourth. Latvala and Carlson also due up for the Warriors. Gilbert checks in with Caitlin Riley, and here's a swing and a roller to the right side, and it's going to be picked up in a nice easy scoop from Schamp to Knapp. 1 down. Now brings up Brooklyn Latvala, junior left fielder, strikeout victim her first time up. For Gilbert, 3 strikeouts against 0 walks so far. 2 of the 3 base runners for Deer River have been on via errors, and now the first pitch. A hot shot past Derek Gogelai, who had to do a quick ole to get out of the way of that one. Strike 1 to Latvala. That was good, solid contact by the left fielder. They toss that ball in, so they get it back to the home plate umpire. Nobody on, 1 out here in the top of the fourth. The 0-1 to Latvala. That one gets away from Gilbert, 1-1. Latvala steps out, swings the bat a couple times with that offhand, and Gilbert did a touch of landscaping. Here's the 1-1, and that one a called strike as Gilbert twists one over the inside corner. Threw a curveball, and that one had some nice inward spin, but it stayed on the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Latvala. Gilbert ready. Here it comes, and a swing and a little fly to center. Coming in, making the catch on the run was Middendorf. Sometimes those are tough because it was right at her. Had a little hesitation step, but got the squeeze on it, and there's 2 away here in the top of the fourth for 8th grader Emma Carlson, who struck out her first time up. 10-0 Pine River-Backus, 2 away, top 4. The pitch from Gilbert, and a swing and a roller on the third base side, foul. Strike 1 to Carlson. Tigers with 2 yesterday, 1 today, wrapping up the regular season. They'll get the weekend break and start playoffs on Monday as the 0-1 in a check swing. Did she go? No. I thought Carlson checked it, and the base umpire agrees. 1-1 to Carlson, the center fielder. Nobody on with 2 outs here in the top of the 4 as the breeze kicks up a little bit. I'm okay with that. Thankfully, the field isn't super dusty. Here comes the 1-1, and that one above the zone. 2 balls and a strike to Carlson. Gabby Isaacs hoping for a chance. Gilbert again doing just a touch of landscape around the rubber to make sure she's got her good footing. Here's the 1-2, and that one swung on and fouled straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Carlson. You can tell that these ladies are not used to playing in 80-degree temps either. Was no gradual rise. Went from low 60s to low 80s today with a little heat wave coming in. Just something I think is just lasting for today. Here's a 2-2 and then a called third strike and the first 1-2-3 inning today for Abby Gilbert and the PRB defense. Strikeout number 4 as Deer River down in order. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 10-0 Pine River-Backus here on yourliveevent.com.
Hanakin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's radio coverage. Hanakin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hanakin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hanakin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HanakinInsurance.com. Let Hanakin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like the PRB Activities page on Facebook for information on Booster Club events and fundraisers. The Booster Club could use your help with great events and fundraisers, all giving back to the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information, email prboosterclub, 1, at gmail.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month, 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Booster Club and all its members.
We go to the bottom of inning number 4 here on yourliveevent.com. With our coverage brought to you in part by Watt Computer Solutions of Jenkins, Dable Mill in Pine River, Laco Heating and Air in Pine River Napa, and Backus Locker. Couple of subs in for the Warriors. Freshman Emma Mitchell comes in for Gracie Foy. She goes behind the plate to catcher. Emma Carlson goes from center to right. Coco Bowstring goes from catcher to center. And then also Madison Tyler, an 8th grader, comes in at second base for Kira Miller. So those are the changes. And now for the Pine River-Backus Tigers, we're going to have a pinch hitter to start the bottom of the 4th inning. As pinch hitting is sophomore Brooklyn Mills for Julia Sjogren. So Mills will lead off the 4th. There's another pinch hitter in the on-deck circle as a first pitch by Mills fouled out of play. 10-0 PRB lead. Sjogren, the senior, 1 for 1 with a pair of runs. A walk and a single. Now Benham fires one in that drops low, 1-1 to Mills. So Coach Kinzer going deeper into his lineup after, of course, 2 games yesterday and the fact that the Tigers are enjoying a 10-0 lead here at home in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now here's that one in the dirt, 2-1. In the on-deck circle instead of Middendorf, they have Shannon Rugroden, a sophomore. Let's see if I can find Mills on the season here. As Kara Benham, 58 pitches through 3 innings. Here's the pitch, and here's a swing at a high one. It's towards the circle, knocked down, and the throw nicely gloved. It was a bit of a low throw, but Isaacs makes the squeeze. 1-3 on the rollout for Mills. Hills had come in hitting .200 on the year, and now we have another change. Shannon Rugroden is going to bat for Nevaeh Middendorf. Rugroden 1 for 4 with a single. Does have a couple RBIs. Middendorf in her two plate appearances, a RBI single and a run scored in the first, and then a bouncer back to Benham in the circle in the second. So 1 for 2 with a, actually it was an RBI ground out, so 1 for 2 with a pair of RBIs, and the first pitch upstairs to Rugroden. It's 1-0. 10-0 PRB, bottom of the fourth. Nobody on and 1 out. Some changes for both teams. Here comes a pitch and a swing and a miss. And there's another pinch hitter in the on-deck circle here. 1-1 to Rugroden. Looks like it's Aaliyah Lewis getting ready to bat. And now on off the plate from Benham. It's 2-1 now to Rugroden. And that is Aaliyah Lewis in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch, and that one upstairs. 3-1 to Rugroden. PRB with 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 in the third for their 10-0 lead. Kara Benham. And that one is a called strike as that one just hit the bottom of the zone. Full count to Rugroden. I think she and Coach Kinzer both thought she was taking the walk to first. Here's a pitch and swung on and missed. Rugroden down on strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. So if Deer River can bat in the top of the fifth, they will have the bottom of the order. And Aaliyah Lewis will step in and bat for Ariana Burns. Lewis, a junior. A .250 hitter with a couple of RBIs. Nobody aboard for the Tigers. And the pitch, and Lewis, a bouncer to third. It's knocked down, picked up, and the throw to first will not be in time. That one was hit fairly well, but it was right at and right in the glove of Stangler. She just couldn't quite field it cleanly. Gonna have to give her an error on that. Oh, there's another cloud coming in, and with a little humidity, I hope that doesn't rain on us. Now we're going to have another pinch hitter as Callie Trout will pinch hit for Caitlin Riley. Coach Kinzer getting the gals in here on this final day of the regular season. Runner at first and 2 down, bottom of the fourth. Tigers up big at 10-0. Trout on the year, 2 for 6, so a .333 hitter, has 5 RBI. And the first pitch down in the dirt. And Lewis will head to second on the wild pitch as the count goes to 1-0. Been a sunny day and warm temps. Had a little stray shower right at the start of the game. Here's the 1-0, and that one bounces off the plate, and that's going to be another wild pitch, and Lewis is up to third. So 2-0 on Trout, and she hasn't had one good enough to swing at yet. Maddie Knapp is up in the on-deck circle in her usual spot. 2 balls, no strikes. Benham looks in. Here comes a pitch to Trout, and a swing and a miss. That one is right about the letters, and you could tell Trout's eyes got big and just a little bit late on the attack. 2-1 to the pinch-hitting Callie Trout, sophomore. Here comes the pitch, and here's a swing and a miss. Benham had that one right at the knees, and Trout couldn't quite get it. Deer River trying to get their first scoreless inning out in the field. Runners at third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is, and that one just above the zone. Full count to Callie Trout. I'm sure Knapp would not mind getting another chance at the plate. Here's the payoff pitch. A swing and a pop right side, giving chase as Isaacs, but she'll run out of room over there. Well, over in Aiken, Cullen Bosman, our rookie, Well, actually, one of our rookies. We have multiple. Boy, did he get to call a fun one. Crosby, Ironton, and Aiken baseball. Aiken wins it 4-3 today. Another payoff pitch coming to Trout. Here it is. A swing and a pop-up, and that one behind us out of play.
Good job. It was close. Good job.
And Trout staying alive at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Aaliyah Lewis stands at third with 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. Benham, a couple extra spins of the ball against her jersey. Here's another one, and a swing and a pop-up, and this one right behind the plate, and that one's going to land just foul. The new catcher for Deer River, and certainly, again, a lot of youth on this team, and Emma Mitchell just couldn't quite pick that one up. It was just to her right, straight up in the air. Teammates were trying to help, but as she turned to her right and got the glove out, it was too late. The ball was coming down, and Trout will live to see at least another pitch here from Benham. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat with 2 outs in the inning, and it's swung on and missed, strike 3, as Benham records her first 2 strikeouts of the game to send us to the top of the 5th. For Pine River-Backus, no runs, no hits, 1 Deer River error, and the first runner left on today for the PRB Tigers. The first time they do not score, but they do have a chance to wrap this one up early if they can keep the Warriors off the board. We'll go to the 5th. It's 10-0 Pine River-Backus here on yourliveevent.com.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools offers a variety of community education programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. prbschools.org.
Tomorrow is happening right now. Today, more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. That's why Enbridge is advancing new technologies to reduce emissions, like carbon capture and hydrogen power. By putting in the work today, we're bridging to a cleaner energy future. Tomorrow is on. Enbridge. Life takes energy.
We welcome you back. Devin Kruger here with you on yourliveevent.com. As the Pine River-Backus Tigers lead Deer River 10-0. PRB looking to enter the playoffs on a 4-game win streak. 2 teams haven't met since 2007. Pine River-Backus looking for the win. Abby Gilbert on to try to finish it up. She'll face 7, 8, and 9 in the Deer River order. Gabby Isaacs will lead things off. And the first pitch is a fastball away, 1-0. Emma Mitchell due up next. And then Avea Wilkie. All the players that PRB were pinch hit for in the last inning are back out in their respective spots as they all re-entered the game as the 1-0 sails high, 2-0 now. So Sjogren still in right, Middendorf in center, Burns at third, Riley at catcher, and then the designated player, Kaylee Johnson, is now at shortstop. 2-0 here in the top of the 5th, and here's a swing, a little flare foul off the fence by Isaacs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Should the Tigers close this out, we'll head to our post-game recap. Deer River only needs 1 run to at least force the bottom of the 5th here. The pitch from Gilbert, and a swing and a miss. Got Isaacs out in front of that one as was on the outer half. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Isaacs, who reached on an error back in the 2nd. Deer River just 1 hit in this game, and that was the leadoff batter of the game, Sarah Stangler. Now here's a swing and a chopper off the plate. Burns with a good charge at third. The throw in plenty of time to Knapp, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up Emma Mitchell for the first time today. Gracie Foy started in right and struck out. Emma Mitchell came in the bottom of the inning last inning and took the catcher's spot. And now Avea Wilkie, well, maybe forgot that Mitchell was a left-handed batter. Has to switch to the other batter's box. Here's a pitch from Gilbert, and that one low and outside. Riley blocking that one. It's 1-0. Pine River-Backus kept off the board in the bottom of the fourth. But they have a comfortable 10-0 lead. Nobody on and one out here in the top of the fifth. The 1-0 to Mitchell. That one low and outside, and Gilbert falls behind the left-handed batting Mitchell. 2 balls, no strikes. Mitchell, a freshman. As Deer River tries to start something. If they fall, they'll lose 5 straight starting the playoffs. Now here's a late swing and a little soft liner to the left side foul. That was just a good belt line strike, and Mitchell with a late swing lined it over towards head coach Gogolai. Gilbert checks in with Riley behind the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is, and a swing and a miss. Came inner half at the letters, and Mitchell couldn't catch up to it. It's 2-2. After falling behind 2-0, Gilbert does a nice job to battle back. Gilbert has retired 6 in a row. Got her first 1-2-3 inning in the fourth, and now one upstairs, 3-0 to Mitchell. Deer River has had just 3 base runners. The leadoff single by Stangler in the first. Gabby Isaacs reached on an error in the second, and then Stangler reached on an error in the third. She'd like another chance at the plate. Here comes the payoff pitch, and a called strike 3 as Mitchell caught looking. 2 down. Strikeout number 5 for Abby Gilbert. And that brings up Avea Wilkie, the designated player, who hit a little flare to Tulinchek at short in the third. Kaylee Johnson's at short now as the first pitch is swung on and missed right on that outside edge. That was really good location by Gilbert, 0-1. Deer River does not score. This one will end early. Here's the pitch and a swing and a miss as Wilkie helped out Gilbert on that one. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Nobody aboard and 2 down. Gilbert looking to try to send the Tigers into the playoffs on a winning streak. The pitch, and that one down low, 1-2. We've seen some pitches close to that be called. Probably because, of course, it's not where the catcher catches it. It's where it crosses the plate. Wilkie did not help her out on that one. And the 1-2 from Gilbert. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and this one is over. Abby Gilbert records 6 strikeouts without walking a batter, and it's a 5-inning win for the PRB Tigers, 10-0. A 1-2-3 inning in the top of the fifth. No runs, no hits, nobody left, and it's a 1-hitter for Abby Gilbert as the Tigers win their 4th straight, heading into the 5A tournament next week. We'll recap things when we come back, as it's a senior day win for the Pine River-Backus Tigers, 10-0 over Deer River, here on YourLiveEvent.com.
When you need an appliance repair and you have decided to do it yourself, keep it simple. Get those parts from Wide's Major Appliance. Don't rely on getting the right part on the internet. Wide stocks thousands of appliance parts at reasonable prices, and they will help you diagnose a problem so you get the right part. Or check out one of their completely reconditioned and warranted pre-owned appliances. For major appliances without the major price, plus parts and services, see Wide's across from Lakes Printing on Oak Street, Brainerd. Also ask about multiple purchase discounts.
Save on your groceries and gas each week just by shopping at your locally owned Pequot Lake Super Value on Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Pequot Lake Super Value offers simple and convenient curbside pickup. Order online at shop.pequotlakesupervalue.com. We shop for you and you simply pick them up at our front door. Save on gas too, earning 10 cents of savings on gas for every $100 spent on groceries. For quality, service, and freshness, shop Pequot Lake Super Value. Good luck, area teams. There's way more than bowling at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria serves the best pizza in the Lakes area. Or feast on burgers, great appetizers, huge calzones, hoagies, and wings. They invite you to bring the whole family in for a great time. Open bowling offered 7 days a week. Ask about joining a league. Moonlight Bowling is every Saturday evening. Ask about group rates, birthday parties, and other specials at Community Bowl and Pizzeria, downtown Pine River, 218-587-3100.
Station 371 in Pine River is your locally owned stop to restock on food, fuel, and baits. Right on Highway 371, Station 371 is stocked with bait, tackle, and snacks for your fishing or hunting excursions, quality Cenex gasoline, and off-road diesel, plus premium for boats, small engines, and classic cars. Keeping your car shining bright with their car wash. Don't forget your fishing and hunting license. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
We welcome you back here on YourLiveEvent.com. It is a final with Pine River-Backus getting the 5-inning win, 10-0 over Deer River. For Deer River, they will enter the playoffs at 1-17. Again, they got the number 14 seed. They'll play at Bertha Hewitt Verndale on Monday to start the playoffs. In section play heading in, the Warriors 0-4. For Pine River-Backus, 9-11 now on the season. They surpassed last year's win total. 5-7 in section games. The 8th-seeded Tigers will host 9th-seeded LaPorte on Monday at 4:30. Recapping this one, after Deer River got the leadoff runner aboard on a single from Sarah Stangler, the next 3 were retired. Pine River-Backus then had the first 4 reach base and score. 4 runs on 2 hits in the bottom of the first. Tigers made it 7-0 with 3 more runs on 2 hits in the second. And then 3 more runs again on 2 hits in the third as they built up the 10-0 lead early. And then they closed the door in the 5th. Abby Gilbert gets the win. She's 6-5 on the year. No runs, 1 hit. Did not walk a batter, and I had her for 6 strikeouts. So an outstanding job in the circle from Gilbert for the win as the Tigers win their 4th in a row heading into the playoffs. Taking the loss was Kara Benham. 4 innings, 10 runs, 7 earned on 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. She had 78 pitches compared to 68 in the 5 innings of work for Gilbert. We'll go through the hitting stats a little later because we already have our post-game award winners that are going to join us. So we'll take a quick break and then we'll chat with some of the PRB players after the win today, 10-0 over Deer River here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's radio coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like the PRB Activities page on Facebook for information on Booster Club events and fundraisers. The Booster Club could use your help with great events and fundraisers, all giving back to the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information, email prboosterclub, 1, @gmail.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month, 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Booster Club and all its members.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools offers a variety of community education programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community. Making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family, prbschools.org.
We welcome you back to the post-game recap on yourliveevent.com as the Pine River-Backus Tigers get the win 10-0 over Deer River. And first joining us is our big deal for today's game, which is brought to you by Matson Lumber in Nisswa, Donlier Automotive in Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Tykes Carpet Castle in Brainerd, Shannon's Auto Body in Brainerd, Atwater Chevrolet GMC in Aiken, Riverwood Healthcare Centers, the Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, and W.W. Thompson Concrete Products of Brainerd. One of the seniors for the Tigers is going to be our big deal for today, and that is going to be Ashley Shamp. 2 hits today, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. First of all, Ashley, on senior day and in the regular season, how does it feel to come away with a win?
It feels very good. We've been working super hard this week to get all together and play super well as a team, so it's good to finally feel that coming together.
Not only do you go in on a 4-game winning streak, but especially the last 3 wins were decisive wins. What do you feel has been one of the biggest differences in these last 3 games for this team?
We sat down, we talked about our goals and what we really wanted in the upcoming weeks, and I think that just really helped bring us closer.
Coming into a game today with Deer River, a team that had struggled to pick up some wins, but they are a team that you could see they could put some runs on the board. What were some of the key points that you wanted to accomplish in today's game to come out on top?
We just wanted to have good energy and keep playing how we played the last couple games because those felt really good. So,
a couple of hits, and especially the second one. You led off the second inning, and then the third. You get that opportunity with the runners on base. Do you look for anything in particular when you're in the box to send out there and get those runs home?
I like a low pitch, so if one of those comes, I'll swing at it.
Did you used to golf? Is that why?
No.
Oh, well, you've got the momentum heading into the playoffs, so and I could hear a lot of cheers in the post-game huddle. What's the feeling like? What do you want to accomplish now getting into tournament play next week?
I think we just need to keep playing together, and we'll see how far we go.
Ashley, our big deal of the game. Congratulations on a great game, and good luck next week.
Thank you.
That is our big deal of the game, Ashley Shampa. Now let's go to our Pine River Family Market star of the game, which is brought to you, of course, by Pine River Family Market, where you can find it all and still enjoy the local hometown atmosphere. Every Wednesday, gallons of milk are just $2 for $6. Visit them online at PineRiverFamilyMarket.com. And the star of the game is going to be senior center fielder Nevaeh Middendorf. You came up in the first inning with a couple of runners on base. And for you, what were you looking for to try to get the party started early today?
Today I was looking for one good pitch that I could send out as far as I could.
So you actually you got a nice shot to right, got the RBI. For you as one of the senior leaders, especially in the back end of the season, what have you been trying to bring to this team to get this momentum built now at the end of the year?
I've been trying to bring lots of energy to keep the team uplifting and in a good mood.
You had the one, the catch in center field. It was hit right at you, and everybody knows when it comes to play in the field, sometimes those are the hardest ones. Tell us about that liner that came at you, because it looked like you handled that pretty well.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of those this year, actually. They just, I don't know.
It was there?
Yeah.
You made the catch?
Yep.
And that's all there is to it. With the post-game huddle, and I talked to Ashley about the celebrations, what was the conversation like? What did Coach talk about in terms of how this team has ended the regular season?
The team has really come together as one and a whole, and we've really all enjoyed that. We've came together as a team and talked about our goals, like Ashley said, and it really has helped us a lot.
I always think senior days are a little funky in the way that it's very emotional at the beginning, and you do kind of the rah-rah before the game starts. Is it difficult to get yourself kind of focused on the game after the presentations and the gifts and that all at the start of it?
Yeah, it is, but it also takes off a lot at the end also.
Well, it's a great end to the regular season and hopefully a great playoff run ahead for the Tigers. Nevaeh, congratulations on the award and an outstanding game and win today.
Thank you so much.
That's Nevaeh Middendorf, our star of the game. And now we go to our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player for today's game. And we're going to go with the junior in the circle, Abby Gilbert. Did they tell you it was a one-hitter?
I'm not really sure. Sometimes I just kind of focus in on the game and I don't even listen sometimes. So
That's a good thing to hear. It's a very good thing. Coach Kinzer told me before the pregame that you've been getting a bulk of the games and your consistency has gotten a lot better, especially in terms of throwing strikes. What do you feel, Abby, has been the big difference in your growth this year?
probably the biggest difference would be I'm throwing faster and I'm more confident as I was in last year. So
it makes a huge difference now in today's game, especially the last couple innings. I mean, you send Deer River down in order. What did it feel like in terms of just your groove and your rhythm?
I had a couple slip-ups, but otherwise than that, I felt pretty good about myself, and I felt like that me and my team were working together. So it just overall felt like a good feeling.
I love asking pitchers this question because your job is always to make sure you're hitting the strike zone. You're always told, trust the defense around you. But for you, Abby, is there a little difference when you're hanging on to a 10-0 or 7-0 lead?
Honestly, I trust my team entirely. I trust them with everything. I know they can back me up on anything, so it's just a matter of teamwork.
So it doesn't matter if it's 1-0 or if it's 10-0. You're just you're pumping it until they're going to make the plays.
Yep, they got this. I believe in them.
So we asked the seniors about the momentum, and for you being such, obviously being the pitcher, it's such a key position. How do you feel about this momentum built for the Tigers heading into next week?
I honestly feel very happy the way we've been having our winning streak, and I feel like that with our great energy and our great attitudes that we're going to make it pretty far.
Did you lobby to get an at-bat today?
No.
You're okay with just chucking the ball?
I'm okay with just chugging the ball.
Perfect. Abby, great game. Congratulations on the win, the great performance, and good luck next week.
Thank you so much.
That's Abby Gilbert, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game. When we come back, we'll try to chat with head coach Ben Kinzer. We'll go through the individual stats, and we'll look to wrap things up as Pine River-Backus gets the win 10-0 over Deer River here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Tomorrow is happening right now. Today, more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. That's why Enbridge is advancing new technologies to reduce emissions, like carbon capture and hydrogen power. By putting in the work today, we're bridging to a cleaner energy future. Tomorrow is on. Enbridge. Life takes energy.
And we are back again here at the 10-0 win for Pine River-Backus over Deer River to wrap up the regular season on a 4-game win streak. As joining us now is head coach Ben Kinzer. Flat out, coach. I mean, the girls came out and in the pregame, you were kind of hoping to just kind of see a good, clean game. I think you got it. You got a nice win. What stood out to you?
Well, first and foremost, Abby, I thought pitched fantastically well. She was changing speeds a little bit, mixing up the eye level, and really battling when we need to. I think she got some key strikeouts and key moments. And then our aggression at the plate. I know we had a lot of hits all up and down. I think Ashley had a couple, and I know we had a couple of really good base running advancements, taking 2 bases and stuff like that. And that really helps get us into those positions where we can score runs on a base hit versus having to come all the way from first.
You told me at the start during our pregame that this team has been hitting 1 to 9. How much do you feel like? How much has that come along here in this last week or so? And what is that going to do you think, carrying into next week?
Well, I think it means everything. I think we're getting our confidence and we're getting our swings to the good spot. And the funny part is everybody's hit pretty well all year. It just hasn't always been at the same time. We've had 3 girls popping in one game and 4 in the next, and so now we're starting to string them all together at the same time, which is what I like to see.
And not only is it Abby in the circle, but I think, like defensively, there were a couple of errors today, but for the most part, girls made the plays, and we know that coaches always harp on that. They always discuss that. For what it means with Abby's growth in the circle, how key is that for how you concentrate on what you're doing defensively behind her?
Oh, I think it's huge because I think she feeds off that and they feed off of her. You know, when they see her throwing strikes and fighting and doing what they need to do, it lifts them up and they want to make the plays behind her. And we've gotten to the point now, like I said, where we make one error and we pick each other up, and we're doing much better at that.
A couple of the players, I asked them about the huddle after the game because we could all hear some hooping, the hollering, the excitement. For you as the coach and how, again, you're carrying momentum into the playoffs, what did it feel like from you, from your vantage point, and what was your message to the girls?
Oh, my message was very simple. It was just, you know, a week ago we were 5-11 and we were at the bottom, and now we're doing what we need to do and we're having fun doing it. Continue having fun, smiles on the faces, you know, having the right attitude, and just remember all the little things that we've talked about. That's pretty much what I said, and I told them to enjoy their weekend and relax because we got hopefully a very busy week next week.
Yeah, and the work starts on Monday. You get LaPorte, a team that you had a good battle with in the regular season, and it was kind of funny because you kind of knew that could be the matchup. Yep. It was the matchup last year. You're in such a familiar scenario. So just real quick, what will be after the weekend off? What will be kind of the focal points of your talk on Monday as you get ready to start the playoffs?
I think the biggest thing for us is limiting how many people get on base. I mean, if they hit the ball, they hit the ball, but we know that when they get on base, they are very aggressive. And not being afraid to throw down somewhere and try and get a play. And if we make a mistake, we make a mistake. But I think that'll be the big thing. And then Abby will be in the circle, hopefully throwing strikes just like she has been. And I know that she pitched part of that last game that we played and was able to kind of shut them down. And then just keeping our sticks alive. Those will be the three focal points, I think.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a very strong end to the regular season for the Tigers. We wish you the best next week.
Thanks, Devin. I appreciate it.
You bet. Ben Kinzer, head coach for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. As we'll take one more break. When we come back, we will take a look at the individual numbers, and we'll wrap things up after a 10-0 PRB win over Deer River here on YourLiveEvent.com to wrap up the softball regular season.
When you need an appliance repair and you have decided to do it yourself, keep it simple. Get those parts from Wide's Major Appliance. Don't rely on getting the right part on the internet. Wide stocks thousands of appliance parts at reasonable prices, and they will help you diagnose a problem so you get the right part. Or check out one of their completely reconditioned and warranted pre-owned appliances. For major appliances without the major price, plus parts and services, see Wide's across from Lake Spurting on Oak Street, Brainerd. Also ask about multiple purchase discounts.
Welcome back here on YourLiveEvent.com. Devin Kruger here with you as the Pine River-Backus Tigers end the regular season 9-11, while Deer River finishes 1-17. Let's take you through those individual numbers before we wrap things up here today in Pine River. As the pitching, again, Abby Gilbert gets the win, 6-5 on the year. Goes 5 innings, no runs, 1 hit with no walks and 6 strikeouts. Taking the loss is Kara Benham, 4 innings. 10 runs, 7 earned on 6 hits, a walk 2 and struck out 2. For Deer River at the plate, they did struggle today. No runs, 1 hit. They had 5 errors in the field, and they left 3 runners on base. Sarah Stangler, the lone hit. In fact, she reached on an error in the third, so she was on base twice. She was 2 of the 3 base runners that Deer River got in today's game. The sophomore third baseman with a single to lead off the contest. She went 1 for 2. And then Coco Bowstring, Shauna Mashad, Kira Mueller, Brooklyn Latvala, Emma Carlson, Gabby Isaacs, and Avea Wilkie all went 0 for 2 today. Gracie Foy had an at-bat, and Emma Mitchell had an at-bat, each going 0 for 1, so no runs on 1 hit for Deer River. For the Pine River-Backus Tigers, 10 runs on 6 hits. They had 2 errors in the field and 1 runner left on base. Leah Eveland, she got the start as the DP. The 8th grader reached on an error and scored in the first. Then Kaylee Johnson came in as DP. She went 0 for 2, but reached on a fielder's choice and scored. Julia Sjogren was 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. She came around to score twice. And then Brooklyn Mills came in and went 0 for 1. Nevaeh Middendorf 1 for 2 with a RBI single in the first and an RBI ground out in the second, so 2 runs batted in. She scored a run. Rug Roden came in and went 0 for 1. Ariana Burns 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. And then also coming in and getting in at bat for the Tigers was Aaliyah Lewis. Lewis went 0 for 1, reached on an error. Caitlin Riley 0 for 2 at the plate. Callie Trout had a pinch hit spot, went 0 for 1. Maddie Knapp 0 for 1 with an RBI ground out, a walk, and a run scored. Tori Coring was 1 for 2 with a run scored. Ashley Champ 2 for 2 with a 2-run single in the third. She came around to score as well. Sawyer Chulinchuk 0 for 2, but had an RBI ground out, reached on an error, and scored a run. 10 runs on 6 hits for Pine River-Backus. Again, PRB gets the 5-inning win, 10-0 to wrap up the regular season. They'll start the playoffs at home against LaPorte in the 8-9 matchup of the 5A softball tournament with a 4:30 first pitch. Not sure of our coverage on Monday. We'll get all the brackets, look at the matchups for all of our area teams, and we'll get things set. You can always check out the upcoming schedule at rjbroadcasting.com. We'll have most of our broadcasts on radio for the playoff run, but keep your eyes at rjbroadcasting.com. Until then, thank you for joining us. Of course, big thanks to all of our great sponsors for helping us bring you today's action. The final score, Pine River-Backus 10 and Deer River nothing. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend from all of us at yourliveevent.com.